Hi guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing another perfume video. So today we're going to be doing my top 5 most underrated perfumes. This is just my opinion. These are the perfumes that I picked out from my collection that I feel like are the most underrated and not talked about enough. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. But first, don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. And you can also come follow me over on Instagram and Twitter if you want to be a little bit more a part of this community. Let's just get into the perfumes. So the first one is Ricci Lextas. I'm not exactly sure how to say that. I actually found this when I was searching perfumes by notes on Fragrantica, and at that point I had not heard anyone talk about this. I searched up on YouTube and I couldn't find videos on it, but I did recently see 1 or 2 videos from a few creators that mentioned this perfume, so I guess people are catching on. This is a caramel rose heavy fragrance. That's definitely what you get in the opening or when you first smell this, at least me personally. I am going to try to read off the notes of these perfumes today because I don't usually do that in my videos. I have to say this is a stunning bottle. I just love the way it looks on my stand. Just very classy and elegant looking, which I feel like matches the fragrance perfectly. So I have it up on my phone, and the notes in this perfume are pink pepper, peach, and pear for the top notes. Middle notes are rose, raspberry, white flowers, and jasmine. And then the base notes are caramel, benzoin, amber, vanilla, musk, patchouli, and Virginia cedar. So I believe when I found this, I was just searching notes of like peach, caramel, patchouli, pear, maybe jasmine or rose. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember the exact notes I had in, but just in general, there's a lot of notes in here that I really like. This isn't exactly what I pictured. It's definitely a nighttime, mature, like deep, dark kind of fragrance. It's not like fresh or light, which you might get from this because it does have like that pink pepper and that pear, but then the base notes of the caramel and the patchouli, the amber, the cedar, like that really comes through the most for me with this perfume. It just really, really comes out more than like the fresher or lighter notes. I do feel like this has really good projection and lasting power. One fragrance that I feel like is a little bit similar to this while still being different is the Rihanna Rebel Fleur perfume. That one is more coconut summertime, but it does have the same kind of vibe to it. I had someone here at my house a couple of weeks ago, they sprayed it on themselves, and I thought they sprayed this bottle because it smelled similar on the skin. But that one doesn't have rose, and like I said, it has coconut, so it's still different. Regardless, I definitely think this is a very underrated perfume in the fragrance community. I haven't heard very many people talking about this, and I'm really hoping it's going to get popular because this smells really, really good. I feel like a lot of people are going to like this if you're into fragrances. Yeah, it's just a very mature, sweet, warm fragrance. We'll switch it up a little bit with the next one. This is a summer perfume. This is H&M Sunray. So this is a fragrance that I purchased because I saw online that it was a dupe for Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc. Now I haven't smelled that perfume, so I don't know if this is actually a dupe, but this definitely has that scent I feel like people describe the Tom Ford one as. Now this one doesn't really have much citrus, so that could be the difference there. This does have a fruitiness to it, but mostly I just get like a suntan lotion beach kind of vibe from this. It's definitely musky. It's not super fresh. It's fresh a little bit in like a musky way, but not in like a citrus way, if that makes sense. So H&M Sunray is $6 for this little bottle. I think it is totally worth it, especially if you've been looking for a dupe for the Tom Ford one. I only saw a few votes on Fragrantica, but I didn't feel like it was a risk because it's so cheap. And I don't know why nobody talks about this. It's so affordable. I feel like the lasting power and projection is really good for an H&M perfume. It's not phenomenal, it's not over the top, but I would say it performs about like some of these celebrity perfumes that I have. It's such a good summer perfume. Even if you don't end up liking it, it's $6 and you can just return it. So H&M Sunray is definitely underrated in my opinion. Next is a big, giant bottle. This is Shiseido's Zen perfume. I originally heard Demi Rawling talking about this. I saw it at TJ Maxx for like 25-30 bucks and I could not resist. So this, wow, that brings back memories. You know what, guys? I just realized I totally forgot to tell you the notes of the H&M Sunray perfume, but literally all that's listed on Fragrantica is solar notes, and I believe that's the same thing that it says on the H&M website. So that's all it says. I feel like there could probably be more notes in this. I just wanted to tell you the vibe I got off of it because literally the only note listed is solar notes. Anyways, back to Shiseido Zen. This is a juicy spring summertime fragrance. Now, this could be a signature scent you could wear all year round, but I personally wear this in the spring summer the most. I feel like it's great for day or nighttime, especially daytime though. It definitely has like a mature element to it. It has patchouli, and you really smell the patchouli in the beginning. It has sort of a Chanel vibe to it. Now, I know this is compared to Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. I don't think it's a dupe, but I do think it is very similar to the Chanel kind of essence. If you've ever smelled a Chanel perfume, I think you'll know what I mean. It just has this like smooth, mature quality to it. Yeah, I really smell that patchouli, but I also smell like some pineapple and maybe grapefruit in the opening. I don't remember what the exact notes are of this, but I will read them off to you guys. Lasting power and projection on this is great. Okay, so I have it pulled up, and the notes are grapefruit, pineapple, bergamot, orange, rose for the top notes. Then we have middle notes of freesia, red apple, lotus, hyacinth, gardenia, lily of the valley, violet, and orris. And then the base notes are patchouli, cedar, musk, amber, incense, and pine. Now, if we go by the votes of what people smell the most, the top one is patchouli. Then we have grapefruit, pineapple, and cedar. I definitely would say I have to agree with that. There are a lot of notes in this perfume, but I would say those are probably the top 4 that I smell the most. Maybe a little bit of that pine too, because it has like a freshness to it, but it's not in a piney way. It just has like that essence or vibe. I don't know how to describe it. It just comes through a little bit, but Shiseido Zen is such a good fragrance for the price. Even if you just get it on the Shiseido website, it's not expensive in comparison to a lot of other designer or niche fragrances. And I do feel like you could wear this if you're 20 or if you're 60. I really like Shiseido Zen, and I definitely recommend it. I know some people have talked about it since Demi did, but I still feel like it's way underhyped and not talked about enough. Next is a perfume that is probably one of my all-time favorites. I feel like this would be in my top 5, and I never hear it talked about. So this is a little decant that I have here. This is from fragrance.com. I get a lot of my perfumes discounted on there, but this is just a small size because I wanted to try it out. I'm over halfway through this now because I've been trying not to use it, even though I would wear it all the time if I have a full bottle, which I will. Eventually, I will definitely be getting a full bottle of this because it smells so good. I haven't even said what it is. This is the Valentina Pink. It comes in a bright, hot pink bottle, which is very loud, but I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it. But I wouldn't let the bottle throw you off thinking that it's gonna be like super girly and young. It is girly, and it's not super mature or anything, but it's not like a Victoria's Secret body spray or like a super young girl fragrance. I feel like this is more complex than that. This smells like Lush Rose Jam, if you've ever smelled that scent. It's definitely a sweet strawberry rose with a little bit of a jammy quality to it. It's more fresh sweet though, I would say. Not really in a soapy way, but it sort of has that kind of fresh, clean kind of scent to it. Let's look up the notes. Okay, so top notes are big strawberry, blackberry, and musk, which is interesting because musk usually isn't in the top notes. Middle notes are May Rose, Rose, Peony, and base notes are praline, cashmere wood, and amber. I definitely smell the strawberry and rose, like I said. I get that praline with the sweetness, but then it has a little bit of like a musky freshness to it. It just smells so good. I don't know what it is about this perfume that makes it stand out so much to me, but I have to have a full bottle of this because I will wear it all the time. This you could wear all year round, like anytime. It could just be like a signature scent. I don't have anything on, so why don't I spray this one today? Just tap, not rub. So the last one in my top 5, which I do have an honorable mention, so stick around. But this one is Good Chemistry Queen Bee, and this is a Target perfume. So one of my best friends has this as her signature scent. She wears it all the time, and it smells amazing on her. So that's why I only have a rollerball, because I don't want to steal her scent, because I'm around her, you know, a lot. But this is such an addicting, sweet perfume. It has notes of blackcurrant, peony, and amber, which are 3 incredible notes. I love peony, I love blackcurrant, and I love amber. And yes, it's just a very sweet, kind of sharp, ambery, floral, fruity perfume. I mean, that's just what it smells like. It has a sharpness to it, like I said, where it like kind of cuts at first, but in a good way, not too intense way. It's still soft in the dry down. Very sweet, but like mouth-watering sweet. And it just smells so good on the skin. I feel like when you just smell this out of the rollerball or the sprayer, it doesn't smell as good as it does once you put it on your skin. And I feel like this is so underrated. I don't care if this is a Target perfume. It lasts forever and it has great projection. Every time I see her, I smell this on her, like every single time. And she has the body spray. She doesn't even have the actual eau de parfum. So that's pretty crazy because usually body sprays don't have that good projection. This one does, and so I wanted it to be even more intense, so I got the little perfume roller ball. But regardless, this is super, super underrated, and more of you guys need to go out and try it. It's so beautiful, and I just don't understand why more people aren't talking about Queen Bee from Good Chemistry, or just Good Chemistry perfumes in general. I feel like they're really good for a Target brand. Okay guys, and then last of all, for my honorable mention, I want to talk about Nest Indigo, and this is another perfume that I have in a little decant size, and this perfume is so unique but so beautiful and, in my opinion, likable. People know about this, I feel like, so that's why it's my honorable mention, because I don't feel like nobody knows about it, but I do think that more people should be talking about this because it's so good. I'm gonna read the notes to you guys, but just when I smell this, what I get is like a tea, a little bit of a spicy, sweet tea kind of fragrance. The notes in this are fig, bergamot, tea, cardamom, and cashmere wood. I definitely get a little bit of that fig in there. It adds like a sweetness to this perfume, but then it also has like the tea and the bergamot that make it fresh. They smell really good together, but then the cardamom and the cashmere wood add like this cozy element to this perfume. So I feel like I get all of the notes in a way. They all just marry together perfectly in this scent. Spray it so I can like smell a little bit better in the air. It's so good. It's different and unique, and that tea scent is so beautiful, and it's so calming to me. This is a perfect spring fragrance, but you could wear this probably any time of the year. I would probably say though, spring and then maybe summer nighttime. It's a little bit spicy, but also warm and cozy and sweet and fresh, and it's everything. It's amazing. I definitely am going to be needing a full bottle of Nest Indigo. But yeah, that is going to be it for my top 5 most underrated perfumes in my collection. This is just my personal opinion, but I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more perfume videos. I love doing perfume videos. I'm obsessed with perfume. I just did a perfume collection video, which Lextas was purchased since then, so it won't be in that video, but all these others are in that video. I will have it linked up in the card or down below if you guys want to check it out. That is going to be it from me today. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.